Hi everyone, once again this is Grade for Qatar History. We will be continuing with Lesson 2, Ancient Civilizations in the Arabian Gulf and the Ancient History of Qatar. First, we'll recall the contributions of the ancient civilizations in the Arabian Gulf. We have 5 main ancient civilizations, which we have discussed in the previous video. Second, we will describe the ancient history of Qatar in terms of where it's located, the stable and movable monuments that archaeologists have unearthed in different areas of Qatar, and also the first settlers or the first people who have lived in that area. Last is we will enumerate the ancient manifestations of civilization in Qatar, or the proofs that civilizations have indeed emerged in Qatar during the ancient times. So let's recall the placements or the positions and locations of the different ancient civilizations in the Arabian Gulf. So here in the north, you would see the Failaka civilization. Towards the south, you have the Dalman civilization, the Gara civilization, Anna, and also the Majan civilization close to the Gulf of Oman. So let's review Majan civilization. So it extended across the Sultanate of Oman and the United Arab Emirates. It was famous because of the abundance of copper in their area, and also because it's well known for its economic activity. Next, we have the Annar civilization. It emerged or appeared near the city of Abu Dhabi, and it's famous because its population relied on fishing as primary source of food. And if you would recall, the citizens were very proficient in building round-shaped cemeteries like the ones you see in the pictures. The Dalman civilization emerged on the land of Bahrain and also extended across the eastern coast of the Arabian Peninsula. So it was famous because of its economic activity and also the interest of its citizens in building walled cities near the seacoasts or near the oceans, like the Barbar Temple, a monument of the Dalman civilization that you see here in this picture. Next, we go to Failaka civilization, which is located in the northwest corner of the Arabian Gulf facing the coasts of Kuwait. So it was well known for its economic activity, specifically for its trade activity, and also it has been influenced by neighboring urban and more modern civilizations. So they were well known for building intricate architectural designs like the Icarus Dome that you see here in the picture. Next is the Gara civilization, which emerged or appeared in the eastern region of the Kingdom of Saudi. Now, it was an agricultural civilization, meaning that the people relied on farming, but the citizens also adopted other industries. Now we go to the ancient history of Qatar. So if you would recall, we have discussed that the location of the Qatari Peninsula in the middle of the west coast of the Arabian Gulf was very important because Qatar served as a link or the connecting location amongst different civilizations in the Arabian Gulf region. Also, there were stable and movable monuments found in different places or different areas of the country, proving that since 4th millennium BC, people have started living in Qatar. Also, the Greek historian Herodotus pointed out that Canaanites were the first to live in Qatar before, and these people were famous for trade and maritime navigation, or traveling across the seas. So what are the ancient proofs or manifestations that civilizations indeed existed in Qatar before? So the population of Qatar worked in manufacturing stone tools that they used for fishing and hunting. The Qatari Peninsula also played the role of mercantile mediator, meaning a negotiator for business amongst different countries. That's why it became rich because of its trade. Ancient populations of Qatar also excelled in what we call the alborod weaving, such as what you see in this picture. So these are the points to remember. Different ancient civilizations influenced the history of the Arabian Gulf and Qatar. You have the Majan civilization, Annar, Dalman, Failaka, and Gara civilizations. Qatar was very important because it served as a link or a connection amongst different civilizational areas in the Arabian Gulf. There were monuments proving that people have lived in Qatar since 4th millennium BC, and these people were the Canaanites, and they were famous for trade and navigation across the seas. And also, some manifestations or proofs that there are people existing in Qatar in ancient times would be the stone tools that were used in fishing and hunting, and also the manufacturing of alborod, weapons, and arrowheads. Now let's practice. Open your Qatar history books to page 21 and go to number 3. Name the archaeological locations of the numbers on the following map. So you have the Arabian Peninsula at the western side, Arabian Gulf at the center, Persia over to the east, and the Gulf of Oman here on the southern part. So number 1, if your answer is Anna civilization, then you are correct. Here in number 2, you have the Al-Zubara, which was a famous archaeological site before. Number 3, you have the Failaka civilization. Number 4 is where you can find the Majan civilization. And number 5, the Dalman civilization. Now go to page 22 of your Qatar history book and proceed to number 2 exercises. First, choose the correct answer from below. Letter A. The civilization of blank emerged in the region extending from the Sultanate of Oman to the United Arab Emirates. These are your choices. What do you think is the answer? So if your answer is Majan civilization, then you are correct. Let's go to letter B. The civilization of blank was characterized by building round-shaped cemeteries. These are your choices. If your answer is Anna civilization, then you are correct. Now let's go to number 2. Complete the following sentences using suitable words. Letter A. Lands of Qatar have been inhabited since blank BC. The answer is since 4th millennium BC. Letter B. Blank were the first to settle in Qatar. The answer is Canaanites. Canaanites were the first to settle or live in Qatar during the ancient times. Let's go to number 3. Explain. Explain the importance of the location of the Qatari Peninsula. So you can go back to the previous pages so you can look for and find the answers. So if you would recall, the location of the Qatari Peninsula was very important because it served as a link to different civilizational areas in the Arabian Gulf. Now let's go to letter B. Explain the trade prosperity in Qatar in ancient times. So Qatar served as mercantile mediator or negotiator, which led to its trade prosperity. Number 4. Name the key manifestations or proofs of Qatar civilizations. So some manifestations will be the presence of stone tools used for fishing and hunting, weaving of alborod garments, and also the making of potteries, arrowheads, and lances. Now let's go to page 23 of our Qatar history book. We're going to match the following names with the pictures that we see on the right. So, which picture is the Barbar Temple? If your answer is the second picture, then you are correct. So, Barbar Temple was one of the walled cities of the Dalman civilization before. Next, which picture shows the stone tools used by ancient Qatari for fishing and hunting? If your answer is third picture, then you are correct. Last, where is the Icarus stone? So if your answer is first picture, then you are correct. So the Icarus stone can be found in the Failaka island. So please complete pages 21, 22, and 23 of your Qatar history book and submit as per your group schedule for in-person students, while for online students, you can take a picture of these pages and upload in Schoolwork tab. So I will see all of you in the next video.